Organic farming, also known as ecological farming or biological farming, is an agricultural system that uses fertilizers of organic origin such as compost manure, green manure, and bone meal, and places emphasis on techniques such as crop rotation and companion planting. Compared with conventional agriculture, organic farming uses fewer pesticides, reduces soil erosion, decreases nitrate leaching into groundwater and surface water, and recycles animal waste back into the farm. These benefits are counterbalanced by higher food costs for consumers and generally lower yields. With increase in population, organic farming would not only be able to stabilize agricultural production, but to increase it further in a sustainable manner. Now, would you like to venture into organic farming? Well, this is the show for you. Let's go to the farm. Thanks, Robin. Ooh. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. You're right on time for yet another exciting episode of Kilimo na Biashara show. And who lied to you that this show only focuses on large-scale farming? Well, that is not true, because today we are at Seaship Farm and they practice organic farming in a small portion of land, say half an acre, and there's a lot that they're doing here. So are you curious to know how you can also practice organic farming in a small portion of land? Well, this is the show for you. Shall we start? Let's go. Ann!
Hello.
Kunaendelea aje hapa? Naona uko busy. What's happening?
Hapa ni kwa nursery. Kwa nursery naeka mbegu zile zinahitaji minimum care. So I plant them here for some times, then I transplant them to the main field.
So kuna zingine zenye hazihitaji minimum care?
Kuna zingine kama kunde, hizo unaeka tu direct kwa shamba. But kitu kama spinach, sukuma, beetroots, yeah, those ones you must put them somewhere first, then you take them to the field afterwards. Maybe after a month and a half.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you do direct sowing?
Yes.
So this one specifically ni gani?
Specifically hapa nataka kulima nieke beetroots.
So I don't want to stop you. Saki kazi isimame.
Yes.
As we are talking, tunaweza endelea kupanda.
So for beetroots, what you do in the nursery, kwanza unatayarisha bed yako. So hii nimetengeneza na hapa ni kulima tu, una mix na mbolea, then you make the drills, ututu mitaro. So after that you take your seeds, here they are. Yes, these ones.
Sasa hivi ndio zinakaa.
Beetroot zinakaa hivyo ni kubwa. So after that you come, place them in the drills. Yeah, you scatter them in the drills.
Na ni rahisi, hizi ni rahisi kupanda. Unaekelea tu.
Like these ones are big. You see, for the small ones, like for celery, for terere, those ones are tiny. So what we normally do, huwa tunazimix na mchanga, the sand, then you sow them to ensure that they are evenly distributed.
And I know this is an organic farm. And where does it start? Does it start here?
Yes, inaanza hapa. Maisha yake inaanzia hapa. Kwa nursery unaipanda. Zikikuwa unaenda umezinyima maji. Maybe one week to transplanting unazinyima kabisa. That is called hardening them off. Then unafunika. And kufunika unaweka kamchanga tu kadogo. Like half the amount of the seed. So
there are some that you want us to transplant? Iko karibu?
Yes, kuna yenye iko ready, kuna yenye iko hapa.
Hata kuna beetroot hapa. Sawa, kuja unionyeshe kuzingoa.
So hapa unaangalia ile size kubwa kama hii. So unaishikia hapa chini then unaitoa hivyo. Unashika hapo chini unavuruta hivyo. Na hii tunafanya hivi juu kuna mvua imekuwa ikinyesha. Kama hakungekuwa na mawingu tungengoja hadi jioni. Ndo tu tuzingue sasa twende tupande.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hii imetosha kupanda?
Yeah, hiyo imetosha.
Haya twende.
Yeah.
So this is where we are planting.
Yes. So tutapanda kwa hii shamba. Inaitwa the tower garden or the multi-story garden.
Multi-story.
Yeah, or the tower garden. Ni watu wako in urban areas wenye hawana shamba kubwa.
So even before we start planting, I'm just curious to know, how did this project begin? How did C-Shape begin?
So C-Shape is a CBO, a community-based organization. Started way back in 2010. So we have been in existence for around 13 years. Now what we do, tunafunza wakulima on agroecological agriculture. Na one of the things we major on ni organic farming, ambayo unalima bila kutumia the synthetic chemicals and fertilizers. Another thing we tell people to do is like, unapanda kwa hii shamba, unapanda vitu tofauti tofauti zenye zinasaidiana in certain ways, ambayo tunaita companion planting.
So it's more of intercropping.
Yes, intercropping, two crops that are beneficial to each other.
That's quite insightful. But now, how is the uptake?
Sana sana wakisikia organic farming inasaidia kupunguza hizi maugonjwa, the lifestyle diseases, wanaichukulia vizuri. Juu watu huku nje ni wagonjwa na zimeletwa na hizo madawa. So mostly watu wanaichukulia vizuri na wana practice.
And I know C-Shape deals with organic farming. Tell us more about that. What does it entail, especially here in your project?
For here, this is a demo farm, a demonstration farm. We teach the farmers from here, we train them from here. So in here, tuna plant kila kitu.
And you make organic farming look so simple and easy, but I know it's quite difficult. What are those challenges that you've experienced as an organic farmer?
So one of the major challenge tuna face ni control the pests and diseases. Yes, in organic farming tunasema like you don't kill the pest, you scare them away. Na sasa hiyo ya kusikia them away, kuna zile hazisikii na hutaki kuziua, na pia tunajua kuna the beneficial insects kwa mchanga, hutaki kuziua. So hiyo inakuwa challenge kuwafukuza. So another challenge is that in Kenya we don't have the organic policies zenye zitawagovern vile mtafanya vitu na kila kitu hatuna. Tunatumia za East African policies.
Yeah, when you say policies, which policies specifically would you want the government to really focus on?
For example, ukiangalia maneno ya certification, unasikia wakulima wengine wa the synthetic chemicals and fertilizer, conventional farming, wanapewa subsidies maybe kwa fertilizers na nini. Organic farming hakuna. Mbolea yetu inakuwa expensive. Kama utaki kununua hiyo, you make your own compost.
Sio rahisi.
Si rahisi. Pia certification ukiangalia, for example, kama unataka ku-export vitu outside the country, hiyo certification, hiyo kupewa certificate kubalishwe ni pesa mingi.
Okay, I've learned so much. Now we can start planting. Show me how to do it.
So kupanda, kwanza hii ni shamba nimelima. So then next thing you do ni kuweka mbolea. So mbolea yangu ndo hii, na hii ni compost. Hii ni mbolea nimetengeneza na refuse za shamba. So like hivyo.
So you just start with this, we just plant here at the top?
Yeah, tutapanda hii ya juu.
Okay.
Then you plant your crops.
Let me pick mine.
So beetroot tunachukua.
So how do you plant it? With your hand or we just do?
Utaanza kupanda from here, hapa mwisho. Hivyo unakata tuka, unadunga shimo hivyo. Then unaiweka, after kuweka, unarudisha mchanga and then you farm it. Hivyo.
So what's the spacing?
Unapima 10 centimeters, but sana sana watu pimi. Juu unajua beetroot haiwezeka kubwa. So unaangalia tu na macho, unasonga tu kidogo, unadunga kengine, unaingiza, then you farm it that way.
Acha nipande yangu pia na iko.
You farm it that way. Kufarm una ensure hata ukiwater, mumea haitafunikwa tena na hiyo maji, mchanga iko firm. So another one that way. Then sasa ukikuja hapa after umepanda hizo, unakuja unapanda ingine hapa katikati ya hizi mbili hapa hivi. Unadunga tena, unaeka. Katikati ya hizi mbili unadunga ingine. Hivyo. Katikati ya hizi mbili unaeka ingine hapa. That way. Hivyo. Na kwa hii shamba unaweza panda vitu tofauti tofauti.
So you can also plant other crops.
Anything.
Yes.
Na pia siku hizi we are encouraging farmers wafanye close spacing.
So when you say close spacing, that means you do what?
Ni yenye unapanda mimea zikiwa zimekaribiana uspace sana. Kuensure hakuna ufanyi weeding sana. Tunataka usidisturb mchanga sana. So you plant them zikiwa close.
So after this, you water or you just leave it because the rains are here?
So after you have finished planting, you pick your water, whatever method you use to water, then unamzimwagilia hivyo.
Wow, and there we are. Now it's ready to grow.
Ni kama tu ile ingine but hii hata inakuwa rahisi zaidi.
Thank you so much, Anne. That has been quite insightful. We truly appreciate, and we've learned so much about organic farming. Wow. Have you seen that? Just look around. Look at this spinach here. Quite healthy, yeah? How healthy is this place? Just a small portion of land and you can do so much. Welcome back to Kilimo and Biashara show. So if you're just joining us, I'm sure you're wondering whether we are focusing on maize farming today, but well, no, we are focusing on organic farming. So we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel will tell us more about this because this is not your ordinary maize. So Emmanuel, how are you? Good to see you. So which variety of maize is this and what's its uniqueness?
This variety of maize is an indigenous variety called yellow maize. Yeah, it is doing well here in Kajiado.
So what are some of the things that you do to ensure that it grows so well? Because this is a unique type of maize.
Yeah, first thing we did with this is preparing the soil. You prepare the bed, then you have your compost manure, alafu you plant and you mulch it.
But why did you choose yellow maize over any other crop?
Okay, for us, you know, we are not training people what they cannot do. We have to incorporate like almost many things here so that the farmers can have choices for what they want to do. For us here, we have a variety of indigenous seeds. Like here we have yellow maize, we have the purple maize, we have the red maize, we have the Kikuyu maize, and these are the indigenous maize, and they are doing well.
So aside from this yellow variety, you have another variety that perhaps can even help Kenyans during droughts, the ones that they can grow within a short span of time.
Yes, we have. Let me show you.
Okay, let's go and see it. Yeah. So red, yellow.
Yeah, we have here red maize with different style again.
So which style is this?
So this red maize are planted in with a style called 5x9 maize seed all.
So with this 5x9, what's the difference actually with the normal conventional growing of maize, the ones we've gotten used to?
So this is a technique of farming, especially in arid areas, whereby it conserves a lot of water. It is called 5x9 maize seed all. So you can either plant 5 crops or 9. Like in this case, we have planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is we have planted 9 crops here with this spacing. So this is a style whereby you take 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet downward. So after you have scooped away the soil from the 2 feet, you put away the subsoil, you put aside the topsoil, and you start the layering. You start now arranging the layers. The first layer are the dry materials. For us, we have used the dry leaves of the banana. You put a size like a quarter of the whole. You mix the compost manure with the topsoil and you put it. And you don't cover it to the top. You just leave some spaces so that the little water that you can find can settle a bit before,
So what's the difference between this 5x9 and the normal conventional way of growing maize venye tunapanda nyumbani?
So this style is the best style for this region, considering the fact that there is no water, there is no rain. So this you can even water once and go for 1 week, but the other one loses water immediately.
And which variety is this maize?
This is red maize. Yeah, this is an indigenous maize, we call it red.
And speaking of indigenous, on my way here I saw a seed house. So what happens? Are those the seeds that you get from this particular farm?
So seed house, the first thing, that is where the life begins. Without seed, there is no life. For us, we are saying we need to be sustainable. The best way to be sustainable is to conserve seeds. For us, we are conserving everything that we have here. So like this maize, when they are matured, we harvest them and we take to the seed house, so that we can share with the people who are farming and people who are coming for our training. Like everything, indigenous vegetable, indigenous crops, all that we have here, we are making sure they are in the seed bank for others also to get something from it.
Now you've told me about the seed house. Now let's talk about composting. How do you do it in an organic setup?
As organic farmers, we are saying we need to grow the soil. We don't have to take everything from the soil and go. So for us, the only way we are growing our soil is bringing back. We do green manuring, we do composting using different materials, especially that are in our farm. So when we harvested these weeds, when these crops will mature, we will take them to the compost area. We go through the process of composting and they become a very good manure, very nutritious manure that can make the soil to be so fertile.
Yeah, so nothing really goes to waste.
Nothing goes into waste, yes.
So I saw somewhere in this farm that it intends to promote agroecological farming. What does that mean? What's really the objective of this project?
Even the name itself, sustainable agriculture, means we need to be sustainable because it is the easiest thing anybody can do. Not everybody can be able to run and buy chemicals, seeds. You remember, majority of the people are living below the standards. So objective of this organization is to help those who cannot help themselves to grow. Yeah, especially women. You know, women in the community, they are underlooked. So when they have something that they can grow vegetables, they can grow this for themselves, they cannot go and buy, they cannot struggle. So for us, we say when you empower a woman, you empower the whole family.
Yeah, so you can actually do a lot in a small portion of land.
Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere. You remember the techniques you have seen here. Yeah, you just have to have a mindset, a change mindset that you want to grow. Otherwise, everybody has the resources. everybody, everywhere, that small size. Don't have to have big land for you to survive. And that is what we are demonstrating here.
So would you say it's a successful venture, especially when it's in an organic farm?
Yeah, for us we are saying we are moving on very well, because you remember throughout the dry period we have been able to survive because of these modern farming techniques. We have been able to supply our organic market. People have been training throughout, even when the weather was very harsh to us. Yeah, we were seeing green things because of the management of the farm.
You told me there's vermiculture here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go check it out. So this is the vermiculture unit?
Yeah, this is a vermicomposting area where we do composting by use of the worms. The worms that are here are called red reckless worm. Yeah, so this is a way of growing the soil. For us, we make manure from this and the foliar fertilizer. We fetch the water from these worms, and this foliar fertilizer is excellent fertilizer that will boost the crops.
So how do you collect this foliar?
So you see this setup is in a slanting position. So we collect the water from that point, from the lower hands. Yeah. Yeah, everything has a collection point. So we just put in a sprayer when we spray our crops.
So you collect and just put it in the farm. Nothing goes to waste from foliar, and you also put these in the farm.
Yeah, we collect the manure and the water from this, which is now the foliar fertilizer. Yeah, a very good foliar fertilizer.
So what's your parting shot, especially to someone who would love to do this type of farming, organic farming?
So I have to say organic farming is the future. Food insecurity needs sustainable techniques and change of mind. And organic farming is the solution to everything that we are facing.
Thank you so much. That's
quite
insightful. And I'm sure by now you've motivated so many people to join this bandwagon of organic farming. Thank you so much. Wow, I've learned so much today about organic farming, and remember, as we are shooting this particular show, the rains are here, and all you need to know is how to rejuvenate your soil. Especially with organic farming, you don't use fertilizer. With the high cost of fertilizer, you can go into manure, and we've shown you everything that you need to know. And also in the previous shows, we've also shown you how you can prepare your own compost at your own home. How you can prepare manure cheaply. So thank you so much for being part of the show. I hope you've enjoyed the show. My name is Linda Koskei. See you again next week, same time, for yet another amazing Kilimo na Biashara show. See you.